Jesus cricket.
It's us again, Shy
and Heaven.
So, girl talk continues. Yes, it continues. So nothing serious. I just wanted to pause right there. So we're gonna start off with a quick little icebreaker. So, what is your favorite sweet and or candy?
Personally, Skittles, because they come in all flavors.
But which bag of Skittles?
The purple one. The berry ones.
Okay, because them red ones. Mine would be, I love Score candy bars. Score candy bars. When I buy them, I buy at least 4 at a time.
Ugh.
4 at a time. And I don't really care for cake, but I love a good cupcake.
Fun facts, I don't like chocolate.
Okay, you did a fun fact. I'm not. My favorite color is black.
It's a shade.
My favorite color is black.
Guys, black is a shade.
But my favorite color is black.
Like she said, my favorite shade is black. I just feel it goes with everything. It's not too much, not too
color. It's 2020. We are not about to change black from a color to a shade. What generation are you?
X.
Generation X. All right.
Okay. What's your favorite musical artist?
Well, I'm gonna put 2 out there. Now it's kind of extreme. Patti LaBelle and Snoop Dogg.
Why?
Oh, Patti LaBelle, I just loved her since I was a little girl. You know, when you've been blessed, it feels like heaven. You know what I'm saying? Somebody loves you, baby. I'm singing that. Didn't even know what she was talking about. But I've just always loved Patti, her voice. And, you know, in my head, I used to lie and tell people when I was a little girl, she was my godmother. So, you know, it's deep. It's deep. Snoop Dogg. I like Snoop since the Chronic album. Not so much because of the music. It was like him, his persona, his being, and then just watching him as he, you know, grew and matured and got older, and then like seeing him with his family, you know, him supporting his son. So all of that, and I love his crossover game. His crossover game is sick. You come out doing gangster rap. Now you have crossed over. You are doing commercials. You have a TV show with Martha Stewart. Like, come on now. So it's more so, no, I don't know all his songs and stuff like that. I love the sound of his voice. Everyone, when we speak, we have this sound in our voice. I love his sound. And but I love his crossover game, how he just came through, you know, whatever, everything he's been through. And now, you know, so that's why. Patti LaBelle, Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
Yours?
I have 3. The first one I would say is Erykah Badu. The second one, Nipsey Hussle. And the third one, Jhené Aiko. It's a little all over the place, but yeah.
Okay. I don't really want to hear about all 3. But do you want to share why one? I'm curious about Erykah Badu because she was out before you were ever born. So,
I like her style of music. She's not a typical artist that you hear nowadays. She has her own style of how she sings and how she does certain things, and her style of how she dresses and stuff.
Okay, so she's unique.
Yes.
Okay. God bless you. Okay, and I think we have one more. What is your quarantine name?
Quarantine name. Get me out of here.
Oh.
You have to say it all together. Get me out of here.
Mine will be Lord, why? Lord, why? And that could be from the days that it's like, I just want to go somewhere to Lord, why? Like, what's the meaning behind all of this? So, it could be fun and you can get deep with it. My quarantine name is Lord, why? So, we are back with Girls Talk. Um, so we didn't pre-write questions, but we're just going to continue the conversation from our last video. So if you have not watched that video, you do want to do that, and I suggest doing that with your girls. If you have nieces, if you have daughters, just friends, whatever. Get some teens, make them watch it. But it's fun, and it's again, just a video to go ahead and bridge the gap. I'd rather we tell them than the wrong people tell them. So, getting back to girls talk, does this quarantine mean anything to you? Like, what do you?
Okay, me can't speak for everybody, but me, it doesn't really bother me. It's just now that I'm told to stay in the house, I want to go out. Before, like, I'm a homebody, I don't really go places. Anytime I do go somewhere, it's like I don't really, I don't know, I just don't go out often. But now that I'm being told to stay in the house,
Rebellion.
yes, I'm feeling a little rebellious. Like, I just want to go out and do something.
Okay. Oh, a little ashy. Quarantine ash. Um. So let's take the question a little bit deeper, though. Like, you just feel like, oh, this is just life. It'll pass on and everything will go back to normal, or like, wow, this is deep because you pretty much, uh, not just our country, other countries, have been affected and, almost have been put on house arrest. But y'all know what I mean. So from that aspect, how or has it, at all?
I try not to think of it like so deeply into like the whole situation on how people are dying and this, that, and the third. So, yes, it doesn't me think like, will it ever actually be over because of how our time being in the house has already been extended plenty of times. So I do have questions on it, but seems like nobody really has answers. So there's not much you can
We had to
possibly
get a
do.
little bit, closer person.
It's not much you can possibly do when nobody has answers.
Okay, so did you have a question?
How do you feel about coronavirus or COVID-19?
Um, I feel like they using it to cover up something. Um, I do look at it deeply because my brain has fully developed. You're still, developing there. Just from the aspect of the world is never going to be the same. It's not going to go back to what it was before the first, mandate to stay home. Um, I think about it on a deep level because I have a 5-year-old, and this, when she prays, she's praying about, God, uh, you know, uh, heal the people that's, sick with coronavirus and help those, not to get sick. And, she has her days where she miss her classmates and stuff like that. So, from that aspect, and just, today, we got our mask, and when now it's the first time she has to wear one. And I was just like, Jesus, like, this is our reality, and how to help her process it and understand it. So, from those different aspects, this is huge, is major, and for it to affect the world like it has, there's always something behind something, but it's a real thing. But even with having that, I believe in still just pushing forward and continuing on, praying to get understanding, instruction, and direction. Yes, God, girl. And you know, just even direction with your family. What to do and how to do it, just to be safe and be creative. You know, um, I've been doing some creative stuff around here. Um, you know,
I
so
know, me too. I find myself putting pictures up on my wall and cleaning my room, changing
yeah.
this, not
It took
cleaning, like
COVID-19 for this child to clean her room.
not cleaning, but like I'm starting to like put stuff on my walls and I'm buying stuff
Decorate,
to decorating my
decorate.
room.
So, yeah. So I hope you guys are having conversations, though, real talk with your family as a whole and your kids, because they do have feelings about it. They don't quite understand it, but then in other areas they do understand it. So this is the first time in history, all schools everywhere,
Everywhere.
have been shut down. It's a thing. So I hope we're addressing it. We're not, making light of it, not answering, or acknowledging, the feelings that, whether they be, adults or kids are having, but just really having those conversations and talking about it. So, in other news, let's guess. How old do I look?
How I look.
Okay, commercial. Now we're back to girls talk. So, your question.
um on the whole corona thing or
No,
in
in
general?
general. We have moved on.
Oh, back to girl talk. Okay. Um do you think since now women feel that they should have like the whole same jobs as men, that we can do anything a man could do you feel that you should raise a girl and a boy the same
No,
throughout childhood?
no, because we ain't the same. One is a girl, one's a boy. You raise your kids how you want to raise your kids, but if there's a man around, I'm not taking no trash out. If something needs to be picked up, you know, I'll do it. But I'm just saying. Um, there are some things, me personally, I feel like, go ahead and take care of that. And I'll take care of the other stuff. We don't have, per se, you know, because you're the woman, you do this, and because you're the man, you do that. We just have things that work for us. So um, I don't care for washing dishes, but I wash dishes when I cook. If there's dishes, because I can't cook it. I don't care. I don't want nothing in the sink. But my husband, he loves washing dishes. Now he probably don't love washing dishes, but he washes dishes to the point where I'm like, you just wash dishes. Why are you washing dishes again? 15 minutes later, because 2 plates got put in the sink. So, but no, how can you raise a girl and the boy the same? They're 2 different genders. They have 2 different roles, 2 different responsibilities, and I'm all for the woman empowerment movement. You know what I'm saying? Equal pay and all that type of stuff. But at the core for me, me as an individual person, we are equal, but equal in different ways. And there are certain things that men do, or things that are expected of men that I wouldn't want that responsibility, or pressure or whatever. And um, hey, if you want to go out there, I'm the breadwinner. I'm doing this. I don't need no man. I don't need nobody. God bless you, boo. Cause guess what? I don't either, but I want it, and I want the perks of it. So therefore, for me, it takes nothing away from me as a woman to allow or even just welcome, be comfortable and okay with a man doing, um, doing the man roles. Um, you know what I mean? So, especially when you've, in my case, I'm saying I've dated and stuff like that, but it's just certain things I don't want to have to deal with.
Right.
Just real talk. It's just certain things I don't have to deal with. Not that I'm not going to be in the loop. Not that I ain't going to know what's going on. But it's just certain things I don't want to have to deal with. And I feel like I have a benefit with having someone to be able to take care of certain things. And that's pre and post marriage. If you are dating men that are men, you know what I mean? So, um, yeah, I'm all for it. Like, yeah, women empowerment, all that. I'm not a feminist. Um, I don't, again, nah, I'm not about to try to compete with no man. Uh, some things about life, it is what it is. Other things you fight for what you believe in and what you feel. Go ahead and do that. For me, because it's beyond male or female. You know what I'm saying? Because once you go past male and female, it's like, okay, I'm black, you're white, you're Hispanic. And because of that, we're all making, as women, we're all getting paid differently. We're all getting treated differently. So even if you take the man out of the equation, even as far as men of feminist or woman empowerment, there's still things within our thing that we're still fighting for and that we're still wanting to be equal. So um, that's how I feel about that. I have a son and a daughter, and no, they are not being raised the same as far as the separate responsibilities, but they are being raised the same as far as how we pour into them, how we're developing them, our principles, and different things like that. Our culture, the things we want them to have, their characters, how they go about into society. But when we break off, you know, and baby girl gets what she needs from me, she definitely gets what she needs from her dad, and vice versa. um, with our son, the same thing. It's certain things he needs to get um, from me from that perspective, and then of course, your dad outside in the yard, so are you. You're not in the house playing, video games or whatever. So it's the same thing. That's how I feel about it.
Okay.
Do you have a take on it?
Um. Well, you see it from a different perspective because you're a parent and you have kids. I don't got no kids, so the way I see
Amen.
it, the way I see it, of course, when it comes to certain things in school, I mean, it it doesn't really happen. Like, there's not, oh, boys do this and boys do that. It's pretty much
Mm-hmm.
all around. We do the same thing.
Oh, okay. Um, I had a question I wanted to ask. Okay, maybe it'll come back to me. But why, either why, how, however you want to answer it, how do you feel? No, maybe that one's too deep. Maybe that's a little bit too deep.
What's the topic?
Well, it could be any topic.
No, like of your question.
Oh, I have a question. So do you think that you're spoiled? Like you're raised being spoiled? Or do you know what is your definition of being spoiled?
I feel like being spoiled, like it's like on a spectrum, if you ask me, because like it's it's spoiled to like a 10. It's like, mom, I want this. Okay. A 5 is like, mom, I want this. Okay, we'll go tomorrow, or we'll see about you getting this, that, or the third. And it's like a 1 is like, mom, I want this. Okay, maybe from like a week or two from now, or ask somebody else if they can get it for you, or something like that. For me, I like, okay, I know I'm kind of spoiled just because I have like a lot of different people who like get me stuff, and I have more than like, I would say I have more than an average teenager. So yes, I do consider myself spoiled.
And how's that working out for you?
Pretty good. I'm not big headed about it, so I'm not the type to show off or anything like that. So it's going pretty good for me. I ain't no complaints.
Well, I'm sure
Ain't
there
no
isn't.
complaint.
Okay. I do want to touch on this really quick. Um, Sex trafficking. I know that I've had my personal conversations with you, telling you how to, make sure that you're aware, you alert, aware of your surroundings, uh, even, what I'm saying, be mindful of new people that come about, what I'm saying, and wanting to be friendly, just like I think that one little girl that just popped in out of nowhere and disappeared out of nowhere. But have you, um, like, do they talk about it in school? Have you heard of, some type of way this being connected to you personally, meaning by way of a friend or a family member, somebody in, that they have experienced, being, taken, and what is your experience, views, etc. on sex trafficking?
Um, I don't know anybody who has experienced this whole situation, nor have I experienced it myself.
Thank God.
But they do talk about it in school, but it's more so like, don't do this, or sex trafficking can happen. It's not, they don't really talk about it how I feel it needs to be talked about. Like, they don't really give examples or have anybody who has been through it to like speak to us about it, on like how it affected them or what it was like going through it. There's just, they're just talking about it as if you do this, this is gonna happen. If you do that, that's gonna happen. It's never really been talked about as if like somebody has gone through it or stuff like that. No.
Okay, so I did well, all of us, our whole family, we took part of um, a walk for sex trafficking. No, you don't recall. So, okay, let me bring it up on my page, and then I want to talk about this lady who I think is awesome. Got the opportunity to meet her in person, talk to her in person, and it's unfortunate that I'm saying this is our reality. However, it has been around for a while. It is just in a sense being exposed to the extent that it is now. So it's nothing new. But let me see, I want to bring up the actual um I'm over here tripping. I'm on my own Instagram page, but trying to search for myself. So let me see. Oh, it's on my Facebook. But anyway, we did took part of a walk for sex trafficking, and a woman that I was able to meet. Her name is Tony Rivera. She um, spoke at one of our Fearless Women's meeting at the church I attend, and she was sex trafficked for years, and then you know, thankfully, she was able to get out, and now she goes and help those that are, um, being taken. Like she's involved, like physically going to help get aid and assist. And so just hearing her story and the different elements on it. Um, One of my coworkers, especially when it was like sex trafficking, the white vans, be careful. It's kind of, at least from what I've seen, calmed down on social media. But during that time where it was just like in your face, there was no way to escape it. You had, famous people speaking on it and all of that. So her life experience and testimony is very powerful. Her Instagram is Tony TONIDRIVERA on Instagram. And some stuff, it may be hard to watch, but it's real. And so, in reference to that, because I was talking about it, I actually am still gonna partner with someone just to just bring more attention to that. But it is very mindful, especially where in the underground it has not calmed down, but in the social scene, in a sense, it has. But for us to continue to be mindful, for us to speak to and educate our young ladies, even our women. You know what I'm saying? It's not just biased to teen girls. No, like it's us as women, down to our babies. You know what I mean? And um, this stuff is hard to, stomach, and but it's real. Um, I talk to my daughter often, put boundaries in place. We ain't friendly. Hey, what I'm saying? She's not in strangers' faces, and I'm on high alert anytime I'm out in general. But just to be really mindful your surroundings, even if you're not necessarily looking for you, but maybe looking out, for someone else. But it is a real thing, and you know, uh, for anyone that hasn't made it out of sex trafficking, um, man, I pray and wish you, much strength. I know that's going to be a true healing process for you. But when you come out on the other side and you're able to share your story to help aid in a sense, um, and assist other people, God bless you in advance for that. But again, let's just be mindful, even right now, because people are still out. Today we had to go pick up something that literally was, we're not stopping. It's just in the drive through. You keep going. And there was so many cars out. I'm like, where's everybody going? Like, where y'all going? But just be mindful, and not fearful, but mindful, and educate yourself. Have what you need to have on you to protect yourself. And that's just the day and age we live in. So, um, yeah. And just a little word of advice for those that do not like telling people where you're going and who you're going with, and all that type of stuff. Just share some information with somebody, especially if it's somebody new, some, whatever. Young girls, one girl, she was able to be found because she turned on her notifications on Snapchat. That's how they were able to find her after she got kidnapped. So, you know, I know, you're younger, you want to have fun. You say you're going over this person's house and you really, over that person's house or at that person's house, y'all have invited, other people to come over. You just want to be really mindful of that, especially when it's people you do not know, because you can welcome them into your home and you never know who they have waiting on the other side of the door. You never know, what they have where they may try to, drug you or plant something on you. So I know, we just want to be out here, kids, having fun and living life YOLO. But at the same time, the world is just not as friendly as it was, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So we just want to be mindful of that and make sure that we're talking to who we need to talk to make sure that, our loved ones are safe. And if they have been taken, that we're able to find them some type of way, to the best of our ability. So that's what I want to talk about sex trafficking. And did you have another one?
Nope.
Okay. So at this time, I'm going to, me being the mature one, I'm going to allow her to ask me a question that she may have always wanted to ask, or something she may have been thinking for a long time that she hasn't had the like, how I'm gonna ask her this, but
that's that I've never like wanted to ask you anything.
Because
That's
what
like,
you've always asked me.
yes. Anything I've had to ask, I've asked.
Oh, because I'm that easy to talk to and warm and friendly. I mean, I get it. But this was like your past to be able to like anything, even if it wasn't like per se pertaining to like me, but like maybe, you know what I'm saying? Do you want to share the in and out story? So we can end on a laugh, because I know I like to laugh.
Oh, okay. Story time. So, where were we coming from?
I think looking for a dress. I think my wedding dress.
Your wedding dress?
Because Nyla was with me. Tar was with me. And we
wasn't
stopped
my
and
mom with us too, though?
Okay, then maybe it wasn't.
No, wasn't that coming back from Arizona?
No, because we were coming. Tar wouldn't have been with us, and I was coming. We stopped in West Covina.
Oh yeah. Okay, I don't really remember like where we were coming back from or like where we were headed to, but we were in the driving lot parking lot. Mind you, I was asleep, but as it all happened, like, obviously I woke up. And so, you know how when you're asleep in the car, like you could just feel like certain things in the car, you just know it. But so the car had stopped. So I woke up and like, where we at? Whatever. And we're in and out. And as she had found a parking spot, there was a lady coming. Okay, they were both like this, and the parking spot's right here. So she was gonna turn in, but the lady like hurried up and went in the parking space. And so I don't know if you had already had a bad day, like.
No, she didn't get in the parking spot.
She didn't get in it.
I drive in to the in and out. And so I'm backing in to the parking stall. So if you're backing in, you're out there, you're coming in. So as I would say, I'm gonna do it this way. So this is me parking into the car. So I'm still about here trying to go back. This lady zooms in the parking thing, and because I'm going back, she couldn't go nowhere because I'm backing in. And she yells out the car.
Oh yeah.
She yells out the car. Her window was down. She yells out the car as I'm backing in and said, "Move, you stupid bee." And I had minors in the car with me, and you don't get to talk to me any kind of way. So what happened was, as I was pulling back, and she said that, I threw the car in park. So the car is still sticking out, and I hit it in park, and I closed the car door. And as I did that, her eyes got big, and she kept saying what she was saying, and she maneuvered
like around.
But it was also a guy in a truck that was trying to get out. That I was like staggered, blocking.
You know how in and
so
out
because
is.
of him, I hopped back in the car to move it back to let him out. So I get out the car, leave the minors, and I'm looking for her because I seen where she parked. But when I got up there, she was gone. So, what was your experience with seeing that side of me? Now, mind you, I didn't say nothing. I think I probably called the lady stupid or something. Or like, oh, I got you. Like, let me get out this car. I got you. But you said before then, you what?
Like, I thought she was just like, chill. Like, it take a lot for you to get mad, but when I seen that, I was just like, oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very laid back and chill, and but when you come for me or mine, or you know what I'm saying, do something that's, I have minors with me, and you a grown adult, you throwing out words like that, driving through all crazy with a car, that means you just put all our lives in danger. Then you wanna, okay, yeah, I'm a dip out with you. We're gonna leave the minors behind. There was another adult there, and we're gonna have a conversation. So yeah, that's when she learned, she maybe didn't believe me, but I'm about that life. You know what I'm saying? Covered in the blood and everything. Sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. And I'm about that life because God ain't got no punks on his team. You know what I mean? And so, I ain't ever gotta get ready. You know what I'm saying? I wakes up ready. So she realized that day her auntie was ready.
That's weird.
Period, poo. As her generation would say. So that's our girl time. So I hope you guys were able to take something away from this video. We took you here, we took you there, we gave you some laughs, we gave you some, oh, this is real, this is deep. But again, like, share, comment, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Shymowright on YouTube, Instagram, SHYMOWRIGHT, Shymowright. Because you'll remember that because it was a song. And we all like singing. Shymowright. So we'll see you next time. I'm Shy. This is
Kevin.
This is Girl Talk. As soon as I find the button to click off.